fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy skin, then we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and I resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What people do in no money, what they at you, in no at you. Go be money, miss away in the year, look at you. Use the youth, the money, waste my must have man statue. Say me like a catch you, but they got enough, they got you. Take this print of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above end up in my gut up. Too much eating at the kitchen, some of fiber like a part two. My singers and DJs and social media's coming at you. It burn me 300% free. It burn me garbage pile of the day. It burn me give the teacher them raise. It burn me I see corruption peace. It burn me mash down the people them.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good.
Stibbidim day, stibbidim day, stibbidim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no cape. And some informer friend we love Lake. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for we in Global TV. Check it.
Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you can hear me. Let me check the comments in my phone because StreamYard is still a mess on the computer. I have no idea what StreamYard is playing at. I cannot see anything on my screen. It has gone blank. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me out there in media land, please? For whatever is happening from yesterday with StreamYard, it is not explained to us. But if you are here and you hear me, as Elaine Turner says she's hearing, I have to be monitoring the comments from my phone on YouTube because the StreamYard studio is an awful mess. I don't know what is happening, but good morning, everyone, and welcome. Good morning to my community and all my family members. Good morning to platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, and subscribers. Good morning. Beat and Teach, good morning. Good morning, Michelle Lewis Wilson, Neville Muir, Marcia Stewart, Marcia Esty, Natalia Freeman, Patricia Matthews, JP, Sunshine, Debbie Jervis, Rosie D, Charlotte Reed, Beat and Teach, Gloria Morris, Rosemary Samuels, Elaine Turner. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Maya Brown. Monica Hawthorne. Country Girl 84. I am Roger Forbes, Alton Bro, Wagwan, Jason King, Precious Allen, Faye Lyon, Bros, Rodney Reed, Eve Williams, Jacqueline Brooks, Vernon Mitchell, Colleen Reed, Pamela Akula, Donette Hamilton, Marcia Thomas, Sheena Kelly, Carl Singh, Mel, Abina Sarkodi, John Rock 8766, Violet Watson. My screen just blank, so just blank. Sorry. I may have to come off the computer, come back on the phone and refresh my thing where I go kick everything out of my studio like yesterday morning, Millicent Jones. How no do? PJ Patterson still attack. PJ Patterson still a daydream. PJ Patterson still thinks that we're a fool. Are you all just experiencing a dark screen because that's what I'm experiencing on my end? Or are you all just experiencing a dark screen? PJ Patterson still attack. PJ Patterson still have daydream. PJ Patterson still, I don't know what is happening to StreamYard. PJ Patterson still a daydream. PJ Patterson still a remember the things them when shoulda do, coulda do, woulda do, and never do because he was busy setting up himself and setting up him future. Hold on, let me go get my iPad and do a switch over and try to clear this thing because it's annoying. Me can't even get to see nothing in order to display my content them. Yeah, everything dark from my side, so I'm going to switch over on the iPad quickly and refresh my screen to come back on the computer because my lineup don't allow me to display content the way I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to. Just spare me a second, the peeps. I don't know that me and Carlos having. Hold on. Please, studio, please. Me and Carlos been having crucifixion panda thing here from yesterday. And usually when StreamYard is having technical issues, you get a blue bar at the top of your screen to say, we're having this issue, blah, blah, blah. And we are creating more streams. Sometimes them tell you for overload the stream, overload, and that they are creating extra streams, or that they recognize there's a technical difficulty and they're working on it. But so far, from yesterday, we now get no reporting from StreamYard. I wonder if Russia hack StreamYard. Russia may beg a little help there. Not really with StreamYard, but with NHS. I need to unplug this camera, unplug it back in. With NHS the Russia, because the Stefan were there, can't to Prince Charles and them lot. The Russian them hack the NHS, particularly our South London NHS, and we lose access to a lot of our clinics and labs, such as with blood tests in clinics. Even this man in Russia, me go. Hold on there, somebody have to mute here, so. Me go a hospital, a blood pressure clinic, and they can't do no blood tests because they say them still don't have access to the lab them. Beg you there, Russia, ease way up a little bit and attack other facilities so we will want to get certain things done, can get it done. With NHS them under cyber attack, particularly South London, King's College and St. Thomas and King's London NHS Trust, rather. So we beg them at least release the clinic them Ronald G. so we can get to do a blood test and all them something there. Let me try and get back me content them in a studio, because and say StreamYard really is doing me and Carlos the dirty from yesterday morning. And it's not a nice feeling because we have our shows to present, and because of StreamYard and him shenaniganism, we can't get things to work properly. So at the moment, me have to push my iPad through my laptop in order to get any little thing done. But me I try from the background, yeah, my people. But me go contact StreamYard today because this is not fair. Mavis Ishmael Barrett, how are you? Brand Jamaica. As Mr. PJ still attack. PJ said the farmers of the Constitution. When they say farmers of the Constitution, they're talking about the technocrats in the Foreign and Commonwealth Office who sit down and wrote the Jamaican Administrative Protectorate, which is called the Jamaican Constitution. So that's why you hear them refer it to as, even though PJ double talk, at one point he will say the farmers, then at another point he will say the founding fathers. In our constitution, using the word the founding fathers is actually not the correct statement. Founding fathers is referred to the French or the American Constitution. Hold on, let me see. Hello? Yes, you are. It is not a good time to talk, and I'll call back Barclays through my Barclays app. I don't accept calls from my bank unless it's going via my app. So if you can put on the system that I will call back Barclays via my app. I do not accept calls via this route. So put a note on my system that I will call via the app. Okay, thank you. Because they scammer always call and tell you say them a call from your bank. So me tell them, put a note on my system and make them know say I will call via my app, because when me call via my app, I know that I'm calling Barclays. When them people are call me from number when me don't know, I don't know who they are. So me really don't take. You could have say a call from my bank or wherever. You have to wait. Let me call back the bank. Me know the bank number. Me will call back the bank and ask them what they want to talk to me about. So PJ Patterson said the farmers of the Constitution never intended for the Privy Council to be our final court. Then the question is to PJ Patterson, at what point did you recognize that or became of that view? Or how long have you held that view? Were you of that view while you were the longest serving prime minister in Jamaica? And did you sought, when you were there, to do anything to make sure that Jamaica is being removed from the Privy Council as an apex court? There is a legislative framework you explain to achieve that without going to a referendum. What did PJ Patterson do? What did PJ Patterson do, Agency Driver 5, Althea, Patricia Matthews? PJ Patterson fatten up in pocket, boost up in pension, to make sure say him have prime ministerial life earnings. And PJ Patterson come out now, a lawyer, a former prime minister, the longest serving prime minister, Jem Ashley. And PJ come out and won't shut up. Veteran, what go on, bro? PJ come out and PJ won't shut up. PJ just a talk, a go along so. PJ know the things them what he do now. Where PJ had the longest opportunity. The People's National Party government has the longest opportunity under PJ and Portia to make those relevant changes to our constitution. Particularly, PJ Patterson as a lawyer who recognize them things there. PJ Patterson, when the constitution was being written, was privy to the nonsense were written in there. What has PJ Patterson done? What has PJ Patterson done as constitutional reform to clear up any other thing will come out and criticize or straighten up now? People like PJ must shut up. They never did it when they had the chance. They never identified it when they had the chance. But what we knew, them do a lot of things with the fatten up themselves. Operation Pride, FinSac, pension hike. Those were the things that PJ were concerned about. Selling out Jamaica's asset. Giving away thousands of acres of Jamaicans' land to the Chinese, Miranda rather. Then tax Jamaicans to drive on the highway where them already pay Chinese for bill. And not just tax Jamaicans, and not Jamaican that tax Jamaicans. The state of China is taxing Jamaicans for drive pan road where Jamaican taxpayer money a pay back for. And them lobbaloo there, them have we inner. Just a walk and go round so. Just a walk and go round so. Clovis Nelson, the diasporal jag queen. Like how you're PhD and you're brighter than Andrew, we beg for him because you work for your PhD. Beg you write pen paper or draw in a stand, pan sand, or carve it in a stone and explain to it when we're talking about the ills of Jamaica. How do we talk about it while protecting brand Jamaica? And while you're at it, Clovis Nelson, explain to us. Explain to us what brand Jamaica is, what it means, what it entails. Odelaine King Lucky, how are you? Odelaine King Lucky, your name sounds Nigerian, are you? Please help us to understand what brand Jamaica is, what it entails, and when we're talking about the ills of Jamaica, how do we talk about the ills of Jamaica, such as thingy rather?
We're here, I'm doing a tour with MP Michael Phillips of Northwest, and also we'll be visiting Northeast Manchester today. This is part of just going around the country and seeing what's going on, hearing from the people, and meeting and greeting the people. We're here at Troy Bridge, which, as you know, has been down for, I think, 2 years or thereabouts. And MP Mikhail Phillips has been a strong advocate for the reconstruction of a bridge, because the residents on both sides of this river, this Hector's River, are dependent on a bridge in order to go to school or indeed to go to their workplaces. And what is there right now is a makeshift device made out of bamboo, fairly precarious, which only somebody courageous and agile would really venture across. But for elderly people and little children, it would be very dangerous for them to try it. And he was just giving an update of the latest with the procurement issues. And apparently it's now at the stage where they're still trying to decide whether or not it's an emergency situation. But it clearly is something which needs to be addressed very quickly, because this is a vital route for the people living here.
Is it that, Clovis Nelson, when we're talking about brand Jamaica, because I'm confused as to what this thing means. Hold on, let me try Barcy Kennedy and see if Barcy Kennedy works. It might work. Sister, make you move when I see me. Is it that when we talk about brand Jamaica, we must carefully, Michelle Johnson, how are you? We must carefully leave out, one should be hearing me. We must carefully leave out the rusty part them. We must always only talk about the sparky, shining object. The part them where sparkling and shine, like when Nigel came. But don't talk about the rusty part them when Nigel take how much $1 million and pay for empty building for years. Is that how we should talk about brand Jamaica? Lie when we're speaking about brand Jamaica. Talk how we have the best NHS and the best health service in Jamaica. How our health service is affordable. How the investment that we have put in our institution that makes us have a world-class education, #1 STEM program in the Caribbean. Is that what you want us to go there and say? Tell me what you want with the talk, say. Otherwise, we're under duty, Norman Fergus, if we talk what we see. Miranda, rather. If you don't write this script, Giwi, lab them out like me, I go talk what me say. So rather than stand up out there at a distance, talking about brand Jamaica, where kill off people picnic. Brand Jamaica, where kill off people picnic. Brand Jamaica, where if you swing pan rope and crate, you can't get on the other side of the river banking. How should we talk about brand Jamaica? If we continue just to talk about the good things about Jamaica, do you think anybody will see the need to address issue like Troy Bridge, address the issue of plastic standpipe in a 2024? The issue of crater in our roads, the issue of you have to travel 1 mile or more to find a street light in our community, they're about 1 to 2 miles apart. Tell us how if you talk about brand Jamaica, Lilith Lockerbie, Elga Fletcher. Tell us how to speak about brand Jamaica. Because you can't just enforcing this brand Jamaica down everybody's throat, and nobody is telling us what it means, what we fit say, what we not fit say. We need to know what to say and what not to say if we don't think there is something to protect. Have a look at this, Clovis Nelson, and tell me if this represents brand Jamaica, and should we talk about it or should we not?
We try hide in Trelawney. Look what we have to cross. Look, no bridge. I'll go in the water, cow Joan from bank side. Look there. Look on the bridge. Capture every bridge over there. So. Look, we have to risk your life. Risk life because education. Look on bridge over the cross. Look. I do want to talk about my hello, the need for the summer. Mr. Andrew, what is it? If I see this, I don't need to come. Come look on the bridge. Look on the condition we have to go through every day. You see all that hurricane season now, Mr. Andrew Wallace. We can't take it no more. Bridge, you say bridge.
Brand Jamaica. Is that a representative of Jamaica? Or is that something that we should hide because it doesn't represent the brand well? And if it doesn't represent the brand well, albeit a dangerous threat to the life of children, to the life of citizens, we must not speak about it. Not hearing you, Wayne. What happened here now? Pamela Akola. Has anyone lost sound? Has anyone else lost sound? Hearing good, okay. Pamela, please refresh your system and come back in, please. Despite the danger that we have identified, the danger that has been there for many years, the danger that started under this current government, the danger where the portfolio cabinet minister is the prime minister. And it has been running on for so long with not even Carletta Turner, not even a temporary measure, even when we have a JDF fleet and a so-called engineering regiment, Sharon Peart, in our JDF, where we probably need to send members of them to Haiti. They are not able to construct a temporary bridge. They are not able to construct a temporary bridge, but we are sending them into war. And as I speak war, I haven't get my head around it yet, so I can't speak too deeply. But I see a part of this whole constitutional galanging, where them argument, where them have up a Mona with PJ involved in. Marlene Mallahu fought on her social media page, were writing something to the tune, if Jamaica is at war, Parliament can be extended for 2 years, 12 months per term, with some voting or whatever. It awakens my mind to think, what is Marlene Mallahu Fort talking about, Albert C? Is it that Andrew Holness is going to use the Haiti war, the Haiti invasion, to buy him more time in office? Because if that is done, then Jamaica, arguably in international law, can be said is at war. Therefore, when a country is at war, you need a united parliament. If is under trying to botch the Constitution in order to buy him more time, particularly because his hastening to presidency is not working at the moment. But I'm going to look more into what Malahou Fort is saying and what she means, because I don't see why Marlene Malahou Fort would be coming up with that argument if Jamaica is at war. Who Jamaica is in conflict with on the international scene? Delroy Henry. Is Jamaica in conflict with another country that we're not aware of, other than the American intervention? Is there any diplomatic spat at the moment between Jamaica and the country that Marlene Malahou Fort cannot come up with argument if Jamaica is at war? War no building up, war no planning. Call Hero Clark because we're going to mind him business. And call the Prime Minister because my mind has scratched me, Prime Minister. And when my mind scratch me, I like to itch it by asking questions. When my mind itch me, I like to scratch it by asking questions. Reparations. Reparation, Andrew Holness. Reparation. How we know hear you talk about it? Reparation. You and Charles talk about it the last time you're there? We just ask, because we just like to mind people business. Last time you're there, where you stay, and where you and Charles talk about, reparation did come up. When they come to no deal of how much Britain pay, when you come to no deal of when Britain pay it too. Or I wonder if we don't get anything, I'm going to use it for no crookery and no chickenery, as always. But we hide upon the reparation argument, Evan Johnson, because we don't hear you talk about it anymore. I'm not clued up with the Argentina situation, but Britain is about to be thrown into political chaos because say, in the middle of an election campaign, Unique Ray Shauna Smith. In the middle of an election campaign, election is less than a month away, and the British Prime Minister has been pushed into a corner where he may have to resign before election. That will possibly usher in Christine Gilbert, the good old dribble mouth David Cameron, who took Britain out of Europe, out of the EU. So there may be political calamity coming. And why is Richard Sunak, Yvonne Green, been found out of office? Him never got them D-Day celebration, them war celebration. For whatever reason, him never go. And he's been dodging journalists' question ever since. Don't play with Britain and them war. This might be his collapse in the middle of an election campaign where conservatives were already expected to receive a battering after about 20 years of austerity and destroying the economy. Just like I want to say, the Andrew Holness conservative government I do. So, when I may say Britain into political turmoil, it was Let me answer this question. I understand it now. The Falkland War was a blunder gone too far. The reason why Margaret Thatcher injected the Falkland War, Margaret Thatcher was losing in, her majority was thinning out. And in order to raise back our majority, Lauren Taylor, stronger together, what Margaret Thatcher did, because all of that came out in a court case because she was whistleblown by the civil service. So what Margaret Thatcher did was deliberately get her MI6 operate outside of Britain, get the MI6 people them to sink a British ship. And then Margaret Thatcher ordered the bombing of a British ship and then blame it on Argentina, say Argentina bombed the ship in order for Margaret Thatcher to get the opportunity to go to war straight away, because once Britain is at war, then the country becomes united. And that Margaret Thatcher used to boost and cement her popularity. So Margaret Thatcher created that war to boost her political popularity that was winning away. That was the whole issue for the Falkland War. It was a British MI6 and Margaret Thatcher set up where they bombed their own ship in order to blame the Argentinians to go at war with them over taking back control of the Falklands. So a long time Britain create crime. And I want to ask an open question about Mark Golding's father before I progress on to Heroy. When I call Heroy and tell him so we have questions to ask Wayne Evans, how are you doing? Some of us would be aware of the syphilis experiment, where the Americans injected syphilis into particular black men, and to see the research of how their medical progression and development, or deterioration rather is the correct word. There was another incident where the Americans and the British together deliberately infected HIV and hepatitis blood into a lot of people during the 70s and the 80s, I think. I don't know, I can't remember the name of the tablet to even type it in, but some of you women might remember. We might be aware of a lot of people around us of a certain age group who've got cleft palate, which it is said was a consequence of a medical research carried out on pregnant women. I can't remember the name of the tablet, but it's going to come back to me. There was also a few years ago a situation at King's College Hospital, just up the road here from me, where King's College were carrying out a practice of infecting young black people by giving them infected condom, misdiagnosing them with gonorrhea and chlamydia in order to see how the progression of the deterioration. My question in relation to Mark Golding's father: could Mark Golding's father be sent to Jamaica as a British agent in order to test their polio virus they were developing at the time? And in his capacity of a orthopedic surgeon which deal with the bones and the limb, which polio affected those areas. Could that have been a British exercise? Remember, we were just in a global exercise a couple moons ago. It's just a question. Could Mark Golden's father have been sent by the British to do their medical research on the polio vaccine? One would say the Mona Rehab, Jamaica, have a first-class rehabilitation center, unlike other places in the Caribbean came out of that. But I don't think it would be a far-fetched question to ask if that was a British medical research. That's just my question around this. So I wonder if Chopper John there anywhere, boy. Chopper John from the chopping block. Chopper John from the chopping block. Hero and Chopper John. Hero Clark. You see when you get in a you see when you get it's just a question will come up in my mind, beat and teacher, I may have to ask it. Don't open that can, Hero. There may be worms crawling out of it. You see, like what we tell Rhoda wedding. Don't make you must allow sleeping dogs to lie, because the sleeping dog may just get up and bite you. Leave the can, Eroy. There may be worms crawling out if you open it. Leave the can. I want the Labour Party to employ me. I want to be your PR executive. I want to make sure when anyone on need to speak, even to a mother or a wife, on a clear that conversation with me as to what it could be, and if there could be a political backlash from that conversation. We don't live in a star and gleaner world where it take long for car news. News can at the drop of a hat. Leave the can. Hero. You may just open up one whole heap of galang. Leave the can. Mind worm start crawl out. Chopper John. Is there any possibility, Hero, Anita Hines, that there could be a sex tape of you and Chopper John out there? Just asking. No means that cause we here, we not for ask. Could it be? Is there a possibility that there is a sex tape out there involving Chopper John and Hero Clark? Hero, my research on you, them said better you did go dance, go. Them say Marlene Malahou fought is not a public match compared to you, Hero. Jug mule. Chopper John is a board member at some school in your constituency. Is there any truth to that argument? I want to start pull out the personal things, you know. I want to start pull out the personal things. And remember Darrell Vaz said, no secret no there. All of we know what go on. Darrell Vaz just a leak and a tell us so. Is there any truth to the argument that there's a sex tape of Chopper John ramming you out there? I saw them say, me just ask. Hope other people, they say I radam you. Them say you make Marlene Malaho Fort look like fool. Marlene Malaho Fort. Them say you make she look like fool. You just have guani, so anybody can tap over your drop pan you and fall down pan you. It is said. Hmm? We just ask, you know. Warren Morale. Who is he? Them say one of your boyfriend. Just ask. Chanel Williams, Sharon Bernard, Colleen Jones, Elga Fletcher. A whole heap of man your name a call pan here. What we want you to do is to come out here like Rhoda and say nothing don't go so. Today, Uban Iris, Sonia Smichael. Hmm? No, I didn't hear that and I wasn't aware of that. If anyone say anything, well, they can forward to me. Or anyone know of it, just send whatever information they know they're building 3 prisons in Westmoreland. Them a plan for run way up, you know. Because the government knows say we and them soon face off. So them a plan for roll way up. That's why Andrew Holness a militarize the country. And I try to come in with all sort of foreign measures where Jamaica don't equip for because them a plan for run way up. And them need to know what we're there anytime the face-off start between we and them. Drug mule. Do you have a drug mule fetish? What happened to for your baby mother then? What happened to your baby mother them here, right? Why them always unlucky for go prison for drugs in a foreign country? Could it be? I wonder if you use the woman there as drug mule. I wonder for that. On a politician do. Using people as drug mule. Hmm? Because I don't understand how few women them here I Clark. And you want them have baby fast? Me just ask, me don't know. Hmm? One name a ringing on my head here, I. Hmm? One name a rub me. Bobby Kangal. Who named Bobby Kangal here, I? Hmm? Who named Bobby Kangal? None of your baby mother, father no pick me, say Bobby Kangal. Anybody know who Bobby Kangal is from Western Jamaica or from anywhere in a Jamaica? Raymond G. Who Bobby Kangal be? Me I go ask one question about Tony, shower Tony little more. But who Bobby Kangal be? And what relationship does Bobby Kangal, the gangster, the Jamaica Labour Party gangster Bobby Kangal, what relation does Bobby Kangal have to your baby mother? Is it past? Is it current? Hmm? Is it past? Is it current? Hmm? Since I don't want to sit down and rub out people's family life, Ronald B. Since as Vernal Henry, since I don't want to run up in a people personal business, how for you woman them unlucky so to be caught as jug mule? Who is turning your baby mother them into jug mule, hero? Is it you or is it Bobby Kangal? Precious Allen, how are you? Who your baby mother them a work for? Or is it that you and Bobby Kangal, hero, is working together? We want to know. You're the deputy speaker for the honorable house, Sharon Peart. You are the deputy speaker for our honorable house. And if you are in drug dealing, hero, if you are using women as jug mule, deputy speaker, EM, good morning. We want to know if you're using our women as county line gangs, Hero Clark. Ricardo Campbell. You can whore as much as you like. And the wholeness and the whole of Parliament and Nesta Morgan can turn you upside down, and Chopper John and the whole of them, and Warren and the whole of them if you like. We don't mind about that. But if you're using women as jug mule, deputy speaker, it is a crime that all of us must be concerned about. So we hope that you come out like Rhoda come tell we, say nothing don't go so. And we hope you can tell we what board membership Chopper John have within schools in your constituency, Hero Clark. What happened to your baby mother them? How them so unlucky? How your baby mother them so unlucky? Are you using your baby mothers as jug mule? Are you working in partnership with Bobby Kangal? Are you working in partnership with Bobby Kangal, a baby father of your baby mother? We have to be careful. Darrell Vaz said, to tell us, say, nothing no secret again. Everything out there where Darrell will tell we what we want to know. Or if you can't super chat, you can ask me for your Zelle number. I have Zelle now. You can ask me for your Zelle number. So when you come out in a queer lifestyle and want to come fool Jamaica people, I tell you all the while, don't try it in a crowd. Don't try it in a crowd. Why you don't go talk about Everett Warmington walk and rape? How much young boy? Andre told us publicly he was one of his victims. I am aware of one of his other victims from Cayman. How much people Darrell Vaz raped? Who is Delroy Chuck protecting in not releasing the sex offenders register? Is he protecting Everett Warmington? Is he protecting Darrell Vaz? Who else is he protecting? Can't want to run come out all the while like somebody? Or because we know well just thieves, we know well just criminals, we know things so no word carry any weight, and we should stand at attention and listen up when we not speak. You the criminal, you the drug dealer, you there sleep with man in a parliament while your wife, while your woman and baby mother asleep with gangster Bobby Kangal. You come in worse than Vegas, you know. Weak down there. Weak down there. That's why you can abuse women, queer men who is something today and something else tomorrow. That's why you can abuse women. And that's why you can see women as property. And that's why you can see women as a vehicle to your crimes. Here, Clark. I mean, I don't know how you, so bad looking, if you just take up drug dealing, woman, so what? Awa. Why for you woman them so drugs fetish? Or is it a them woman that you seek out? Or are you using those women as cover to suit Jamaican society to say here I straight? Which part of your here I? You wrinkle up and bend up like linen. Straight where? Ask Chopper John about you in bed. Novlet Blake. Pauline Dixon. Ask Chopper John about you in bed. About your straight. Couldn't want to come frighten away. Ask Chopper John. And if you want to know who tell us Darrell Vaz said, no secret. Ask Darrell Vaz. Darrell Vaz said nothing, no secret. So ask Chopper John, how good are you in bed? And ask Bobby Kangal, who is the baby father? Could be worthwhile. Kind of love run out with the whole heap of nonsense. Kind of love run out with the whole heap of nonsense. Like people feel listen to you. Juliet Wellness, both you and Andrew. I've been asking questions from where they about Shower Tony and Shower Tony's death and how Shower Tony was closely linked. I wonder if we can pull up any Shower Tony picture. And how Shower Tony was closely aligned to the Jamaica Labour Party. But Shower Tony dead and the whole honor just shut up blam so. Nobody no want to talk about it. Not even Lisa Hannah. Lisa PJ apologized to you yet? We just ask. Nobody no want to talk about Shower Tony. Me have another question. Not even Kamina Johnson no want to talk neither. Because we don't know if our citizenship she hide behind. We don't know if the citizenship she hide behind. Why she just quiet so and don't want to engage in none of the public conversation or public debates we're going in our country. Why you hide, ma'am? But the next question we have to ask about Shower Tony. Under what circumstances was Shower Tony during lockdown given privilege to be out at all point? What was he doing? What was his role and responsibility? Who was he working for? Why was Shower Tony, Juliet Holness, and Andrew Holness given special privilege during lockdown and no movement? What was his role and responsibility? Who was he working for? Who authorizes? Who authorized Robert Miller? You don't know anything about it. Who Shower Tony was working for? Who authorized his unlimited permit to be out whenever he wants, regardless of the no movement rules? That's an additional question to the one them where we ask who kill him. Why do not talk about it? Why there's no investigation? Why are not so silent? He was gunned down brutally at his business place. Una him a friend, him very close to with the Prime Minister right down. Why the whole so silent? What happened to Shower Tony? In Robert Miller? What happened to Shower Tony, Juliet Holness, Andrew Holness? What happened to him? He was very close to when him get special privileges. In every event him there, he was right up and down arm. It is said Shower Tony was a fixer for the government or for the Jamaica Labour Party. What kind of fixer, Andrew Holness? What kind of fixer was Shower Tony for the government or for the Jamaica Labour Party? And if someone so influential in the Jamaica Labour Party has been murdered, why no talk about it? Why the news never pick it up last year, January? Why there's no investigation? To date, we don't hear Fitzbailey talk a word about it. I wonder if Hero Clark has anything, just anything. I wonder if Hero Clark has anything to do with this. I wonder if Babsy, people up there in a Babsy lap. I wonder if Babsy have anything to do with this. Because people might hear, yes, anybody know anything about the drivers' strike? Anybody upon the drivers' strike location or any gathering where them have? Gonna keep we informed if not now go on. Or I'm hoping they'll be doing some form of streaming. So we can't know what go on. But when you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. Don't throw stone when you live in a glass house. And we're begging the Jamaica Labour Party, please, try your best and get back on track. The swelter of blunder narrative and propaganda we wanna engage in, it really not go on our way. Me no know who they fit tell you or show you or how you go see it. Say from the walkout of Parliament, from the telling of lie, none of them something there not working. The best you could do at the moment is try to show your best that you are doing something. I mean, the PR machine has gone so way out of space. It's not connected with any one of us down here. We don't employ me tell them how to talk, no? Or the things them what to say or don't say. We don't pay. I don't that the meeting with Central Exec did call up at what's it road there so. Where them inject or rejuvenate them PR machine. It creates a worse a blunder. Have you not seen that since you have that meeting upper Central Executive Almighty Godness, it's worse than when Nesta did it. There's nobody there to control the blunders that are happening. These are not blunders that work to your political expediency. Every blunder come, it knock off more stripe off of you. It show how logger-headed Ono is. It show the confusion and disunity, even though they abandon a belly and don't want to have the war out in a public. We can see the clear division. When Rhoda came out and speak the other day, it was a bomb drop right in the middle of the bridge. Ono could have tried some more, the whole on over there, and act and ignore like ono no hear where road I say. We see it, we hear it, we talk about it, we inference it, we interpret it in how we understand it. Not now work over there. Employ me, me tell you who for talk, when for talk, and ask me, is this okay to be said in public? Will this cause any backlash? You can't continue so. Sometimes I'm almost sorry for you, like how I'm sorry for how Andrew cheat Juliet in the face of the public. You don't need to get a grip on yourself, yo. Trust me. You don't need to get a grip of on yourself. St. Mary, Portland, Spanish Town, and Port of Kingston. Mekotalk has been streaming. Well, Mekotalk has streamed the protest. Let me look and see which party may be getting it from. I don't know if anything. They're on Facebook, a Tagaran, or TikTok, or wherever. Hold on. Let me see if I see anything. Let's see. Is he tapping into the Jamaica? I am not hearing anything. I don't know if he's tapping into public cameras. Because sometimes on Google you can go and tap into the public CCTV, them, you know. But me not see nothing on my side. But I'm only hoping the taxi drivers and operators across the country can unite around this cause. Because you know what, people? Why we're not achieving much from these government is because we are disunited and cause. We politicize our causes rather than see our causes as national issue that will benefit all of us. We politicize our causes, and thereby politicians can use that to their advantage to benefit their so-called stronghold. I wonder if TikTok have anything going on for them live. Because Jeffrey cameras to me look like CCTV, because there's where you can view certain live CCTVs. Yeah, Sharon, is this unity and politicization of or issue that create the problem in our society, where rather than we look on the benefit where we are going to achieve if we whole will come together and stand up for this issue, this side fail to stand up because after them political party I get called out. So it left to one dwindling side to stand up for it, and therefore politician can look past it. It's just, I know the majority of the people in the community are push for this issue. So sometimes we don't even know how much politicians benefit from our disunity and how they play on our disunity. The phrase where the whole that we always use, divide and conquer. United we stand, divided we fall. And all of them something they work against, we opened I, Douglas Allen, we realize and we still not do anything about it, Millicent Jones, because we have this blind loyalty. I don't know what is wrong with Jamaicans. Why we have this blind loyalty. South Africa's democracy is only 30 years old. And look at where South Africa is at today. Multi-parties to the point where South Africa election last month ended up in a hung parliament because the strong ANC, Colin Dahmer, the strong ANC has lost its overall majority in parliament and its own. It cannot form a government. It have to have consensus with other parties in order to form a government. The rigidness of us in Jamaica to say that this is a PMP country, this is a JLP country, no other party now survive here. Even when almost 70% of us are disengaged from these two loggerheads, we still fail line. Yeah, he's streaming, but the view that I'm seeing over Jeffrey, he might be connecting to CCTV probably in halfway tree or so. So are them something there? Are them something there affect we most of the time? We just been too diehard when it comes to political support rather than support for the community or support for the nation. And of them things that always are standing our way. And it's going to continue until we unite as a people. Politics is a collective thing. It is not a party political thing. Once it becomes a party political thing, it's only we, the people, that are going to suffer. I just saw it go. You don't have it any other way except for if we allow them to continue, it all continue to their benefit. Academic benefit, why do you think politician is going to change something that benefit them to your advantage? Them something that happen, my people. Changes are always done when people stand up. When people stand up and say, we are not going to settle for this, that's when changes happen. And that's why we in Jamaica, we fall into a loggerhead situation. We fall into a loggerhead situation because none of us don't think to say, as people, we should come together and deal with issues. For example, look at what is happening in our schools. When you see like a core of parents stand up, since this issue been going on with any concern, everybody sit down. Everybody sit down and wait for the government to do something. And I guarantee you from what they have been telling you, this problem is only going to be solved at the community and at the home level. Me back up one. I think Jeffrey may be streaming. May I go show us something? I think he may browse how you do. I think he may be streaming from the halfway tree live cam. Hold on. Why is it not? Hold on. I think what is happening is coming from the thingy scam. But there isn't actually much to see underground. Why on earth is this thing not extending itself? But I am that's from the live cam. Those are live cam footage. You can tap into the live cameras in just about any country these days and watch where going around in this city. But it would still be too early to identify any travel chaos in Jamaica. It's probably a bit too early in the morning. Maybe there are further development. Clean James, how are you? Maybe there are further developments later, but for now, those are viewables from closed circuit cameras. I wonder if them camera there. I am Doreen Elaine Walker. How are you, Doreen Elaine Walker? I wonder if them camera that shaky, like the CCTV footage. I wonder if Dr. Tufton wrist broke or Dr. Tufton hand bun when him light the battle outside a parliament. Great domestic 777, how are you? Me just a wonder. But anyone who knows see PJ in him walk when I know walking. Tell PJ Patterson say nothing what he must say at this point matters. We're not talking about missed opportunities, PJ Patterson. We're not talking about shoulda, coulda, woulda, I never did, PJ Patterson. We're talking futuristic. So we don't want you, we're bug and a plague your mind. We don't want to hear about your guilt of what you never did or of what you did not recognize as how come you turn so bright since you're not prime minister anymore. Let us talk about the constitution. We're going to guide 10, 20 generations forward. Me and you soon dead, PJ. The benefit of this constitution, the benefit of this constitutional reform, TJ, is not a benefit for me and you. Me and you soon kick the bucket. This is for 10, 20 generations ahead. That's why we want to get it right. But what we don't want involved in getting it right, TJ and PJ, Jamaican Carlos, how you do, bro? Is hypocrite like you ramming things down our throat that you have been sleeping on guiltily for years, PJ, the longest serving prime minister that did not see any issue with our constitution until Andrew raised his salary. So it seemed like I said, all the way, we did pay PJ all these years. All our PJ fix. When he come out of politics, they have a bright and shining pension. PJ only a member now. Only a member them something they know. Make we with the constitution are going to benefit generations of us, PJ, speak about it. You don't have the right to come talk about what our constitution should have been then, or what the constitutional formers intended it to be then. You have had your opportunity, you have wasted them. It's this generation prerogative. Make we get on with it. While you should not put the necessary constitutional reform in place, PJ, you were looking after your pension. You was busy building up yourself, Cousin Marina Wagwan. You was busy building up yourself. You was busy selling out the country. So if you come now and I tell we what shoulda, coulda, and woulda, and what the intention of those who wrote the Constitution were, is useless at this point. Your view doesn't and shouldn't matter at this point, because it's not going to benefit the reform of this Constitution. It's not going to benefit me or you. It's for 2020, it's for 10, 20 generations down the road. So please, let us, who it are going to benefit, get it right. You rich out of it already. You now go broke for your life, PJ Patterson. You just get 300% pay rise. We don't know if I make you come out and don't want to shut your mouth. But your views are not important to us, PJ Patterson. You have had your time. You've lost those opportunities. Leave it to us now. Leave it to us now. Go and go have tea with Hugh Roy Clark. Hugh Roy Clark Club, fling it up. Go and go have tea with Hugh Roy Clark. And if you don't want, bring in Chopper John to come do the video in. Or if you don't want, bring in Vegas to come set up the camera. Please do. But don't get involved in our politics. You destroy enough of Jamaica. You give away enough of Jamaica land to Chinese. You allow the state of China to tax Jamaica upon road where Jamaica tax money I pay for. PJ, we're tired of you. You have done enough. You have sold out the country's asset, airline, and cable, and how you do. Where you never sell PJ where you couldn't get your hand, and where you never get the Chinese them, or where you couldn't bless the iPad figure them. Please, for God's sake. Make the white man try and repair some of the damage what only black man do since the 90s. Already 80s, man, they stepped down, late 80s. But for God's sake, make the white man, where the whole honor come out and grow feather over Mount Golden whiteness, woman of work, selling dancers. The whole honor come out with the race and birth and nationality and all as them something there. Leave the man alone, make him try to build back some integrity in our politics. Leave the man alone, him ask him team to sign the code of conduct. Leave the man alone, him statutory declarations up to date. When it comes to time for we to hold Mark Golden and throw him up against the wall, Mark Golden better have cushion for drop pan. That me I tell him. But for the moment, those who we elect for run with country, nah, do nothing. Further out there, I fight some little nasty gal war, some little get up behind zinc fence gal war every day. And that labor gone out too, you know. And that labor turn out too. Some little ghetto war, pan street at daytime. The people of Jamaica want a government that really wants to run the country. When you run out of steam, I be ashes under on a pot, the fire coal burn out. That's why in the middle of the pudding raw. On a steam burn out is either on a move up or on a shake up on yourself. Everybody gone in a silence over JLP. I was so. Even those who their grandmother picked more cotton than Mark Golden's father. Even when you gone quiet. Especially from the citizenship knife where Andrew wheeled at Uno. Stab their little poor British mat. Uno just join on a shell like cow, so we have to go put fire on a tail figure to no back out. Uno gone too quiet. We don't use today quietness here. Have any of you taken Rhoda to a doctor? Or any of you under the or of the concern that Rhoda may need to speak to a psychologist? Is there any internal system in your party to deal with the issue that Rhoda is having? Sometimes I want to beat the PNP and the people them have tried as to why them don't get out of the bridge a walla and a ball for help weekly. Why you can't have a demonstration weekly out there, so? What? You think we not go turn camera on Uno? Yes, we're going to turn camera on Uno and show the world on a plight. But if Uno just sit down and keep Uno mouth shut, government even forget so no dead. When you see we people who work in an office, when we get in an office at morning time, yeah, we have a fresh load to deal with. Some of we have hundreds or thousands of emails to read. We could sit down for hours just to read and respond to email. So you see your file when they put down. Sometimes if you don't even call the office, then don't remember about your file because we have a workload. Yes, some people, some office will have a set targeted file where you have to go through for the day. But when you sit down and think that people think you are there, they're not really thinking about your issue. There's a lot of current issues flying around them that make them even forget, say, you're there and there is any concern about you out there. This is the reason why you have to harass politicians. You have to continuously, Millie McBean, be in that conversation with them, passing the information on to them, identifying what are the issues in your community or your constituency, making sure that local government is aware of it, central government is aware of it, and any agency which is under duty to rectify the problem is aware. Whole heap of time, there are things not working in our community. I want to complain, but that one I don't pick up on the phone or on a pen and complain to the agency or local government or on MP about it. Whole heap of time, the issues them are going in our community, and them just they are breakdown and nobody inform the MP, the councillor, whatever to say. This is the exact issue. I mean, I tell you, the Jamaican people, you see, any day you don't drop the partisan politics there and deal with family and community politics, we're always going to be used. Because parties and politics benefit those who acquire power. Family and community politics benefit we, the people. And we keep giving them the power. And we keep cheering them on. And we keep electing them and say it's okay to do nothing. We will elect you next term. When we're going to stop the madness? When we're going to stop the madness and wake up and start engage in a first world politics? And come out of the gangster politics. Come out of the partisan politics. Come out of the sell your vote politics. Enough is enough, Jamaicans. If you don't want good politician, now go on to phone. And remember me, I tell you that carrot go everywhere with you when you go. If you don't want good, no politician out there want good for you. They're in an office for power, status, big life, and to enrich themselves and stay there. Thank you all very much for being here with us this morning on the Global Television Group. We are thrilled to have you all here with us this morning. Let me look if I like the live. Me look on the 130 and I like the live. Boy, I don't turn bad. Me not even like, oh, quarrel. But no can't go on. Me not even go argue with you this morning. But tell Hero Clark before we go. Tell Hero Clark, don't open the can. Leave the can, Hero. There might just be worm, Patrick Evans, so you do. So why the JLP don't call the election like how they are heading in the poll? Heading in the poll, you know, there's a book, I don't remember the name of the writer right now. There's a book called How to Lie with Statistics. Just like though them lie about the economic figures, is the same way, or the employment figures is the same way them walk and lie about everything else. The easiest way to fool people is to come with all of these statistics, because people get trained to believe in these number madness. So how to lie, or touch your mic, you Google mic and say how to lie with statistics, and it will give you a snippet of the book and the name of the writer and so on. The easiest way to fool you is with number. Everything is based on numbers. So don't be fooled by numbers. That's why I don't focus on numbers, because it confuses me. So I now get confused by it. But thank you for being here this morning. See you back here later when we continue to ask the question, and the drip may start come out in papers as to the arguments that are in court with regards to the Vybz Cartel hearing in the appeal court, as to should there be a retrial or not. Let's see what the arguments will be and the verdict that will come from the appeal court justice. Thank you very much, and see you all right back here later today.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. COVID money, me say we eat the your little rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste no must a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but we got enough.